And we are live. Captain, if you can give us your log, please.
Captain's log, Stardate 55289.4. 24 hours till the arrival of the of Ambassador Rel. I am stuck with a tough decision to focus on my investigation or convince the ambassador to delay his meeting with the recent bombing that happened.
Any other information?
That's it.
All right, end log. But as Captain mentioned, there was a bombing at the proposed Cardassian Consulate last night. But through the courageous actions of Lieutenant Knight, Commander Calder, and Dr. Bog, and Ensign and Va, you managed to apprehend the 3 people responsible for it. 2 young Bajoran males and an older Bajoran male who seems to be the ringleader of this. And although with ringing ears and cinched in suit, Commander Calder got out no worse for wear. Now, the question is, what are we going to do with these people? Are we going to return them to? Are we going to return them to Bajoran custody or Deep Space Nine custody, or do you want to keep them for your own self?
We'll do the lackeys to Bajoran custody, but we'll do the leader to our custody because we need to get some questions from him.
Okay. The 2 lackeys are taken to Deep Space Nine custody to be extradited, and the ringleader is placed in your or custody for the time being, but the commanding officer kind of wants an update within 4 hours of what the intentions are with this.
I'll explain to him that we will form our own interrogation of this man.
Okay. Do you bring him into the Deep Space Nine interrogation room, or do you want to bring him aboard the Svalinn?
We'll bring him on the Svalinn. Let's have me and Knight go towards the that worker at Deep Space Nine that we were talking about last game.
And did I write down the name of that worker? Probably not, because that would be silly of me. Yep, Venturel is the guy's name. In the engineering
about the damage control leader's name was Ozan Tan, if that's who you're referring to.
Oh. Yeah, that guy. I just made up his name on the spot, so I didn't recall it.
I can change it. What did you want him called?
Nope. Ozentonic. It works. As long as we're consistent with it.
Okay, so let's quickly go to this a guy and get some questions from him. And the faster we could do it, the sooner we could leave the station without having to divide our forces by too much. While that's happening, I would like to spend one crew support to bring back Daiba.
Yep, Daiba is still there. Yes, Captain.
And have Harry and Bog talk to the fighter leaders so we could get more info from her with the whole saving her thing, because she might be more inclined to give us some answers.
Okay, so you want Daiba to lead investigation and Dr. Bog to do a medical report on him?
Well, on her, yeah.
Okay.
Because didn't you say that the fighter pilot leader was female?
Oh, the fighter pilot leader was female. I have so many names running about.
Yeah, this is what happens when you have a investigation mission.
Yep. Rep sheet for the fighters. There we go. All right, Captain, what are your orders?
Assist Bog with continued questioning of Jaziz.
Yep. You be Jazzies?
Yeah.
Okay.
And me and Knight will talk to this damage control person. And we'll have the leader move to the Svalinn. Guarded.
Alright, so Knight's gonna take the leader to the Svalinn?
Yeah, and have him... Well, more like having unnamed security moving him to the Svalinn fair when I comes back with me.
Okay, that works. And let's start off with. So, how are you going to find this damage control leader? Are you gonna ask the computer? Or are you gonna just walk up to his door?
Let's ask the computer.
I got the vibe from the last time that Ozenton was the damage control leader for Doc's DS9, but also was this guy that we tackled here at the promenade. Was it not the same person?
It is not the same person.
Okay then.
And the computer says that Ozenton is in his assigned quarters, and if you would like, they can give you directions.
Okay, we'll do so. I will also try and send the data from my tricorder to the Svalinn about the scans I got from the bomb to see if they could figure out what more info about this bomb.
Okay. And just a reminder, this is taking place pretty late at night. We're talking near the end of beta shift and and getting into gamma shift. But some unnamed security officers from your ship takes this Bajoran ruffian into your custody. The two young ones are brought into Deep Space Nine custody. Daibava and Bog are going to Deep Space Nine custody to talk to the fighter leader. And you guys are going to the habitation in ring, I think.
Yes.
All right. You go to the habitation. It's a ring. The lights are dimmed as they would be at this time of night, but you can still navigate, and you get to the guys assigned in quarters.
I ring the bell.
No response.
I hit the door controls.
No response.
Did you mean you open the door, or did you mean ring it again?
Yeah, open the door. That's what I meant.
You forcibly open the door control.
Yeah.
In order to do that, you're gonna need I would say a control engineering or presence security, difficulty 2. If it was on your ship, this would be no big deal, but this is someone's private residence, so you're gonna need to talk this over, or you can just pick the lock.
Or plan B, I'll just contact ops to see if they could give me access to Ozentan's Tanzugum.
They could always.
That's what the presence security is. Yeah.
We could always just ask ops to summon him instead.
Oh, yeah, that's better.
Okay. Hey, so you call ops, and some sleepy male voice comes over the comm. Ops here.
We need to meet Ozentan and ask him a few questions.
Ozentan. Our damage control guy?
That's the man.
May I ask what this is regarding?
Mike, let's explain it to him.
Okay. Presence security difficulty 1. And Knight, you could help as well by explaining the situation.
I don't think I would feel the need to help a commander explain the situation to a junior member on the.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a. You know what? Yeah, spend a threat for third dice.
Okay. Gain 2 momentum. Okay, I can force a summons for him on this side. Taps on his controls. Yeah, he appears to be in his quarters. I'll go ahead and unlock those doors for you. A few seconds later, it's confirmation beep, and the door unlocks. I'm presuming you're entering.
Yes.
All right. You enter the room. The lights are dark. The windows, those are dimmed.
Does this guy have a rank or anything? What would be the title I'd refer to this person as?
It's not quite.
Like, what does it go?
Yeah, I was struggling. Petty officer. Petty officer would cover it. It's
So
like
as we step through the door, I am going to say, Petty Officer Ozan Tam. I think I've got the right one.
Yep.
I'm going to be calling out his name, waiting for a response.
And from the bedroom, you hear a scuffling noise. Huh? What? Huh? As you bellow out, and this man is seen in his bed and struggling to put some pants on as you charge into his apartment. What's going on? Is everything okay? What? Wait, you're not from Deep Space Nine?
No, we're not.
I will explain the situation that the Cardassian Consulate has been bombed.
That's another department. I deal with the ships. I don't do ops on the station.
Dang it, above game. What were the questions we could ask him again?
This was, I honestly, he forgot how you even came across this guy's name.
Quark.
Yet.
Quark gave us his name.
Quark. Oh, that was right. Quark told you that this man was acting suspicious and was tired and not visiting his bar as often. That's how that happened. Okay.
Yeah, that Quark says he was part of the dissidents.
Yeah, Quark said he was part of the dissonance, and he's been acting strangely and not visiting as often.
Okay, I think I'm gonna ask him. And where have you been at this specific time and Stardate? That could kind of act with a days of suspicion, if you get what I'm saying.
Which events of suspicion are you looking for?
Got a suggestion, like?
Yeah, like which specific events are you trying to tie him to?
We want to tie him to this specific event that's just happened, right? If he's part of the distance, and the distance we reckon just bombed the Cardassian Consulate.
Well, for my gag, maybe a event before that, because he has been asleep. Well,
I get that. So I guess we should probably ask him about the pirates and stuff if he works on ships normally anyway, then.
Could have been faking being asleep too, though.
He could have.
okay, yeah. Let's ask, where were you an hour or 3 hours ago?
3 hours ago, I just got off of shift, and I came home, watched some holovids, and went to sleep.
Have you been putting in extra shifts recently, crewman?
Yeah, there's a lot more our traffic. We have to do safety inspections.
Can I check the logs at all anywhere to see if he has been putting in extra shifts or anything?
You would have to ask his commanding officer, but that should be fairly easy to confirm. You're just not quite able to confirm that right now.
Okay.
Unless you want to wake up a commander, at midnight.
I'll hold it for now.
If you feel like the computer might have an answer to that.
Yeah, that's why I said talk about checking logs, but it's cool. So Ozen, sorry. Ozen, how long have you been on this station?
I've been here 12 years or so. Ever since.
Tell me, what do you think about the Federation occupation of Bajor?
Strong wording there. Yeah, go ahead and give me a presence command difficulty 1. No, difficulty 2. See if you can shake him up a little.
I'm gonna give you some threat then for an extra dice.
All right, there's also 2 momentum, but I'll take 1 threat.
Nah, let's do the threat. Let's make this today difficult. I'm feeling like a difficult day. Oof.
Just man.
I'll give you an assist.
Yep.
Two was needed, right?
2 is needed. Interesting choice of words there, above game. But in character, he kind of grits his teeth and says, "They're here for good reason. I am here to work on ships."
Can we spend a momentum to figure out if he's truthful or not?
Yeah, I'll accept that. Spending momentum. Oh, he's lying through his teeth. He is biting back at insults at this point. He's definitely has dissonant attitudes, and calling it the Federation occupation did not help.
I don't understand why it wouldn't have helped, but that's fine. I thought I was using language they would refer to it as.
Well, no. I mean, it helped get the point across, but it also did not help him keeping his face or keeping his composure.
Got it.
So did not help him, but it helped you.
Got it. I think it's clear to everyone, and in case it's not obvious to you, clearly we know that you are responsible for helping out the distance, and if you are not willing to cooperate, we are going to throw you to local security so that they can tie you to the bombing that just happened on this station.
Bombing? What bombing?
The one I told you less than a minute ago.
Wait, there was a bombing on this? No, it wasn't. I mean...
Okay, I'm gonna play a wild card and say cut the act. We know you're working for them. One of the fighter pilots we captured should confess and said your name.
Wait, none of the fighter pilots are supposed to know about me. They're just supposed to... No. Something went wrong.
For you, us being here should be an indication of that. Tell us, who was responsible for the bombing if it wasn't you?
Hell if I know. Oh, there's a lot of angry people out there. But the plan wasn't to bomb Deep Space Nine.
Well, they bombed the proposed consulate, the building.
I'm gonna lie to him, seeing as he doesn't seem to know about this, and tell him several people lost their lives today. If you don't give us something better than that, I don't know that we're going to be able to help you. Several innocent Bajorans lost their lives today because of this.
and several 100 million in Bajorans. Or actually, I think the death toll is in the billions. Several billion Bajorans lost their lives during the last alien occupation.
But how many of those were Bajorans killing Bajorans?
Yeah, that wasn't a thing that put off Kira and Reese.
Collaborators.
Like collaborators like you, who do the bidding for the Federation overlords.
And no, I think that's worth one for it. And with that, he's gonna go swing at you, Knight. Oppose daring security.
I guess I'll give you that threat back, right?
I'll spend it back and get a third dice.
Oof.
Not that's gonna help.
So, okay.
Take a determination, get a free critical success. So don't spend that threat.
Well, okay, sure.
If you want to do that, go ahead.
No, let's keep it. Okay, what have you done? Have you done? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
happy to keep it 3 and 3. Like, let's
All
keep
right.
it 3 and 3.
Well, I mean, you roll 2 dice, but your third dice will count as a free natural 1.
Okay, got it.
So you
So I'm gonna
just have
spend my
to.
determination for that.
No, I spent my determination and I rolled that, so I get my determination back.
Oh, okay, great. So I
Yeah,
just need to roll
so-
2 dice still.
Yep, just roll 2 dice and then add 2 to it. As he flies in fit of rage, jumps across the room, screaming, and you just sidestep, grab his arm, push his momentum into the wall, and slam him into the far wall, and just completely pin him. As you gain 3 momentum on top of that.
I don't think I'm going to ask you again as I put a little bit of added pressure on him as he's pinned against the wall to just put a little pain into it. I want to know everyone on this station that you think could be involved in this bombing.
I don't know. Just myself. It was all fractured.
Well, maybe
They
by
use
any chance you not know how the pirate, well the anti-Federation Bajorans knew where to attack those fighters coming to Cardassia.
Say the sentence again.
I want to know if he knows how the fighter pilots knew where to attack.
He's gonna say I don't know. Oh, I don't know. And I'm not
What was
very
your-
convincing to.
I was going to say what was his role, but okay. Can we spend momentum or anything to push on that and actually break him on this and get some information?
Actually, if you're going to be threatening to break his arm or actually breaking his arm, I'll take threat, as that's not really a Federation action. But for one threat, I will allow him to crack and give you some more information.
I'm going to look at the captain. I don't want to actually break his arm. I was just trying to put some pain on it.
Okay, how about this? I'll tell my my chief of security to you go if you be truthful and tell us how.
I mean, it's not hard. flight records are public.
Now I'm gonna ask what is his role in this movement.
I'm going to say, go ahead and give me a presence command or security, a difficulty 2.
I'll leave presence command and I'll spend a threat, so my bolt is active.
Okay.
I have diplomacy as a focus. Will that work?
Yes. Three mountain, you have 1 float. So we can use that for a free question. Okay. I was told to tag any freighter ships heading to Cardassia with a device.
What kind of device?
Me doesn't say anything.
Do you have one of these devices on you?
Hmm.
And I'll use that for a momentum spend.
No. Oh no, it's my tool. No, it's in a crate in a cargo bay.
Can you tell us where?
Cargo bay 8, section 47. Crate 869. It's refilled from time to time. I don't know who put it there. I was just told to take those devices and pin them on the ships.
Okay, I'm going to tap my combats and say Calder to DS9 ops.
Ops here. You find your guy?
Yes, could you bring down a security detail to bring him in and see if he can pull up any security data around the area that I was told to get a list of people who went and opened that specific box.
Okay. Yeah, I can and do one of those for you. So basically, he's only has the authority to send a security team to one location. If you want to send a security team to both locations, and it's going to be a presence security to talk him into it. Presence security difficulty 2.
I will spend 1 momentum for a 3rd dice.
Okay. And there's your 2. All right, I can send security teams to both locations. What's in the cargo area? Anything radioactive or dangerous?
I'll tell him items that are used to tag targets for the raids that the Bjorns are doing.
I'd be like shaking my head at the captain as he's saying these words.
Well, it's saying that I'm going to go there right now.
Knight, go ahead and give me daring security, a difficulty 1 to see if you can cut off the captain before he spills too much. Okay.
Captain, I'm gonna say Captain. We don't know who we can trust on this station yet.
If you want Calder, you could walk that back, or we can continue it. It's up to you.
You know what? Yeah, I'll walk that back and say I'll have my people check out the storage if that's not too much of a problem.
Very well. I'll send some guys to pick up the petty officer.
Okay.
And with that, that is all wrapped up. Dun, 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 dun.
Screen wipe to new guy, cause he's been sitting here patiently. If that makes sense to you.
Yep, that makes sense. At this time, I'm Ensign L. Oh, you just arrived on a red-eye flight from Beta Z, and you've been in a runabout for the past 4 days, pacing furiously. It's near midnight, but you're on the station, and you step out of the airlock.
Quick question: was I on the runabout alone, or what? Or how many others were on the runabout?
There was probably like 3 other people, a pilot, an ops officer, probably 2 other passengers. There's all Federation and doing various transfers.
Okay.
But yeah, this is the red-eye flight, so everyone's pretty tired.
So as soon as I walk off, I literally fly up to the 2nd level.
Yeah, there's definitely enough room to do that. It's pretty late at night, so the lights are dimmed, but there's still like a couple huddled masses is walking about. Quark's bar is still popping because it's Quark's. But yeah, you fly up to the 2nd level and stretch your wings out.
And walk into Quark's, actually.
Yeah, from the 2nd level, it feels really good to get out.
Yeah, exactly. A little claustrophobic in there.
Yeah, shuttle runabouts are claustrophobic for anyone for a couple days, let alone an avian species. But yeah, you can walk into the 2nd level of Quarks. It's a midday week, so it's not like totally popping, but you know, the bar's still serving, Dabo is still going. There's hushed conversations all over the place. It's about maybe like 30 people in there out of a max capacity of like 100.
I'll just sit down and order a drink. Kind of observing over the edge.
You do notice as you walk in and actually like across the way from Quarks, you do see that a large section of the promenade has been kind of taped off with Federation security tape. There's security officers nearby keeping people all away, and inside there's damage control teams picking through the wreckage. But it seemed like that this happened a while ago, and based on the reactions of everyone else, they've kind of got over there's a bombing, like, okay, well, now back to drinking.
I do have keen senses if I could learn a little bit more as well.
Yeah, it smells like an explosive if that sharp ozone smell of burning electronics and plasma fires.
I'm gonna sit there and have my drink before I go try to check in.
Yeah, you are allowed out your drink. What do you get? Just nothing alcoholic or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
Give me it's probably an off roll for you, but insight security or insight con.
Insight con.
Insight con difficulty E2. You might be able to pick up on something.
Okay.
Yeah, insight con, and then for the task roll, you start off with 2 dice on standard.
Yeah, I'm just checking, making sure nothing else applies.
Yep. Complication range is 1. There's some people speaking in alien languages, as you hear a couple of Bajoran and speaking in native Bajoran and like purposely avoiding the translator.
Can I discreetly use my science tricorder as a translator?
They're across the way, so you would have to get it closer in order for the tricorder to be in range, but for daring security, a difficulty 2, you could get it closer.
Okay, let me get an extra dice using 1 threat.
Okay.
And that's daring and security.
Correct. Daring security difficulty 2, and that is 2. All right, so you're able to slip into the shadows and kind of sneak your way nonchalantly over to the table and open the tricorder and get a translation. Basically, they're talking about what does this mean? Well, it doesn't mean anything, and it could be anyone, and well, I'm not sure, or if it's actually important. They also talk about what does this mean aiming for our Starfleet. Are they gonna hang out here, or are they going to pull back to not risk a war with Cardassia? Are they gonna leave us alone again?
And these were some Bajorans?
Yep, some Bajorans. Yeah, they're generally worried about the Federation and taking political pressure and pulling Starfleet back and kind of leaving a Bajor on its own. If there's any political discontent between the Federation and Cardassia, which this looks like an attempt on that, the Bajor is going to be at the front lines of any war between the two, just like last time. For our momentum spans, you might be able to hang out more and get some more information.
Alright, give me a second here. Okay, I think I can do that with the momentum spend.
Okay. One moment. Momentum spend. There's kind of an argument between them. There's the brown hair guy who seems to be pro-Federation, and he's talking about Minister Vermont and how he wants to abolish the local currency and get everyone on the Federation credit and you know, replicators in every home, and how that will help everyone, and you know, bringing the virtues of the Federation to Bajor and assimilate more. While the other one seems to be talking about their local minister, or who doesn't want to dilute the Bajoran way, and also has been and also he seems to want some more reparations with the Cardassians. Instead of a peace treaty, they want Cardassia to apologize and make up for it.
So it's just these two guys arguing. One very pro-Federation, and the other one more pro-Cardassia.
Yep.
Okay. Guess I'll look around, see if there's anything else around happening.
Nothing yet. You see a couple. You see Ian Noskin and a Klingon stand up, get head to head at about alleged yelling about cheating, but then the car dealer's like, hey, there's enough trouble on the station. Just calm down, you two. And they both kind of shrug and kind of get over their grumbling, but there doesn't seem to be anything else.
Okay. I think I'll go back into Quark's bar and have another drink.
Okay. You gonna inform anyone that you're actually here?
Yeah. I mean, well, it's late at night. I mean, I'm guessing this is probably like the day before I'm supposed to check in.
Okay.
But I guess I can just go ahead, head over to the docking bay where the Svalinn is.
Okay. There's an ops officer at the docking bay. Hello. How can we help you?
I will hand him a pad that has my orders on it. Say I'm here to check in as the new science officer.
Oh, you weren't supposed to be here for another day, but yeah, there's a lot going on right now. The captain's out talking with someone at the moment, but if you want, I could leave him a message that says that you arrived.
That would be great. I guess I'll just go hang out at Quark's bar.
You could do that, or we can get your quarters ready. I can and lead you there and get you set up on board.
That works too.
All right. I will. Yep, right this way, sir. And the officer gives a snappy salute and leads you through the airlock.
Okay, I'll return the salute and follow him.
Meanwhile, Dr. Bog and Deabava, you've been asked to talk to the leader of the Bajoran fighter pilots, Yebu Jesus. She's female, Bajoran, and age 35, and has a violent record.
Violent? That doesn't sound good.
Just
I'll also-
just generally, she's been arrested for violent crimes previously.
And what was her name again?
Miss Yebu J says.
Yeah, boo. Huh?
Also, so this is the chick you kid of a Kovac.
Oh yeah.
Yep. He's the one you kind of helped. And the captain's hoping that you saving her life might lend you some goodwill towards that.
Okay.
She's in a secure facility behind a force field, but she's on a kind of a portable biobed and still monitoring her signs and stuff. She still has an IV going, but she's looking better than what she did last as she saw her.
Okay. Before we would go in, I'd want to talk about what our goals are as far as what kind of information we're looking for.
Captain, what are the goals here? What information are you looking for?
The location of her base.
Trying to narrow it down further. Okay. I think, if you don't mind, Captain, I'll open up with basically just letting her know that I'm there to follow up on her and just check her to make sure she's continuing to recover okay, and see if she has any questions about what she had, and that perhaps can lead us into then questioning about where she might have picked it up. You think?
Yeah, I have complete faith in your abilities.
Okay. And Meldon, if you want to pick up Deabava's sheet, and you can play her in the scene.
Right.
Got it?
Yep, I got it.
Excellent. Dr. Ba, go ahead and give me a presence medicine and difficulty 1, but increased complication as you're talking to her, asking about her symptoms, and trying to ease into her talking about where she picked this up and possibly where her base could be. And the increased complication is trying to double speak it a little bit.
Okay, so complication range is a 2.
Correct.
All right. I'll go ahead and spend a momentum to get an extra dice here.
All right.
Just see if there's anything that can maybe help me out here. Would my counseling give me a focus here?
Yeah, I'll allow it. Kind of the talking to people and getting them to open up about.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here we go. How can I spend threat or momentum to squash that? How does that work again? Is momentum?
It's two momentum to quash it, which you've earned 3, so we can use that to quash it.
Yep.
All right. As you're carefully talking to her, he seems to be in a better mood, besides being imprisoned, but hey, at least I'm alive. She talks about how she's been flying around a lot lately. She's she's been away from base for a week now.
Well, it was really touch and go there for a little bit. I didn't think we were going to get you to pull through. So, I'm happy that we were able to help you there. just, from my records and studying this new organism, can you give me an idea where you possibly would have picked this up? We're thinking that it was probably something along this lines. Is there somewhere close where you maybe have flown, and just kind of try to be vaguely maneuvering that way to kind of narrow possible systems? I'm not outright saying, were you on an asteroid? But I'm trying to get an idea what area of the system she might have been in that could maybe narrow it down for us without her realizing she's giving us information.
Okay.
That would be a lot of technical jargon that I really don't know. So
A lot of technical jargon. Yeah, she kind of leans into that and goes, well, I was on a reclaimed mining facility not too long ago.
and I'll pursue that. Okay. It was just recently reclaimed. Did they use maybe didn't have appropriate shielding or something, or was it hastily built, or can you give me any more information on that?
More like hastily repaired. I mean, this thing's been exposed to vacuum for our better part of 20 years.
Oh, okay, I see.
It was a Cardassian facility, but we bombed it during the Resistance, and no one's been there since.
Oh, I see. Can you maybe? I'd love to. Of course, the scientist in me would love to see where this microorganism came from and try to perhaps study it in its natural environment to get additional information to help better complete my file. Do you care to share with me where that was?
And with that, she sucks a breath and clams up as soon as she realizes, oh, it's that information. No, I'm sorry. No, I can't tell you where that's at.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't mean to pry. Certainly you're entitled to your privacy, but it would benefit me greatly. Are you sure you don't want to tell me any additional information about this?
Bear in mind, there could be other people who have picked up the same virus that you had who could be in danger now. Because they don't have, of course, the vaccine that the doctor here has crafted. No one else has that right now.
Certainly,
Ooh.
your coworkers that worked there with you could be a problem. I mean, I'd like to be able to complete this and finalize and make sure I've got a proper vaccine that's going to be able to help anybody that I can transmit the information fleet-wide. I assume you did have friends on this station?
Hijak Axe system.
Ajax?
Hijak.
Hijak system.
It's a asteroid mining facility near the border.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It's going to help me finish out my file, and we'll make sure that this is something that doesn't happen to anybody else. Again, I'm glad you're doing better. Would you mind if I just do a quick scan to make sure everything's continuing to progress well for you?
She kind of looks away from you and just shrugs, knowing that she just betrayed her friends.
Okay. Well, I'll do just a quick look at the panels that she's hooked up to and make sure there's nothing concerning. I am concerned that she is progressing well. Is she?
She is progressing well. Her kidneys is probably needs some attention, but right now it's more about getting the rest of her body stabilized until she's well enough to look at that specific system.
Okay. I'll
So yeah,
I'll make some
yeah,
notes that I need to make sure that the vaccine is a little easier on the kidneys going forward.
Also, Vav, sensing her sort of distress of having betrayed her friends, is going to like reassure her, "Hey, you've done the right thing. You know, they could be in a lot of trouble. We just want to make sure that no one else gets hurt from the disease that you contracted."
that helps a little bit. She kind of feels, you kind of get the sensation of, I would rather see my friends ends alive than and hurt from this disease, because that was painful and I don't wish that upon anyone.
Okay.
But at the same time, regret of, well,
Of
I
course.
just failed my mission.
Well, I'm gonna let you rest. The station knows how to get a hold of me if you have any questions. But I do appreciate you helping me to solve this problem with this organism. It's something new, and if it had gone unchecked, it could potentially be bad. So thank you for your time, and you know how to get a hold of me if you need me. And I think with that, we'll slip out.
As we're moving away, I'll turn to Dr. Bob. Well done, Doctor. We might be able to actually, depending on how much the disease has progressed within the mining operation that they're set up in, we might be able to use this as a tool to end this peacefully.
We can hope. Hopefully, the disease hasn't spread too far with them, because it is very fast acting, and it can be spread through all types of transmission vectors, including some of it can be through violent measures such as biting and things. I don't know if there's a component here that maybe makes them also go into a more base instinct. So I'd say time is really of the essence at this point.
Agreed.
And with that, I think we'll report to, let's see, the captain's not with us, is he?
You could.
It is about this
go back.
time I'm that you're done with your interview, and the captain and knight are done with their interview.
Okay. I would want to meet up with captain then and let him know what we found out from our person here.
Yep. You can actually meet in the promenade just as you're both walking out. you both kind of run into each other.
Okay. Captain, I think we may have a location on the system. I kind of was able to maneuver our patient around into giving us some information about where she maybe had picked up the virus, and looks like it's possibly the Hijak system. They apparently just recently repaired a station that was there some 20 years ago that had been damaged. So anyway, I'm going to say that's probably our system that we're looking for.
I'm Commander Calder. Give me an insight command roll, difficulty 1. The Hijak system, it reminds you of something. Hey, there you get it. Share. Anyone with the link can view. In studying this, in preparation for this mission, and you were given access to rough draft of the consulate treaty, and just it was very, very boring legalese in one area at the other, but the Hijak system was mentioned as one of the treaty terms, and a link was sent to you on Discord.
I don't see this link. And treaty for what treaty? Sorry.
It was sent to the captain.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
the Cardassian Federation Consulate Treaty.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, about Hijak, Cardassia will receive 20% of iridium ore from the Hijak mining, and Federation Bajor, or gain access to the Hijak asteroid system. So now I'm wondering who on government, who in the government would be able to, what will be in charge of the stuff in the Hijak asteroid system.
Be right back.
Okay. But also I was going to say before we head out, there's still one place we have to check. You could come along if you want. As I said, walking towards the nearest table lift.
Where are you going, Captain? Commander?
The storage facility. The location that we got from the guy we talked to.
Roger that.
Yeah.
Do you want me to come with you?
Yeah, I'm asking if Bog wants to join up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were talking to me. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Follow me to the table lift as I wait for everyone to enter and one more thing, I will tap on my comm badge to the Svalinn beta or gamma bridge crew to see if, and tell them to get the ship to prepare for the departure in 2 hours.
Okay. Presence command and difficulty 1 to set that up.
One momentum.
Okay. Oh no. Just want quash with the two.
I'm gonna use my medal of honor to quash it.
Okay.
So we gain two momentum.
As the British crew is kind of hesitant. Wait, we're departing? What? Oh, we're departing. Okay. Yeah. Let's get these procedures done. We'll get. Yeah, we'll get it ready, sir. And as you guys file into the turbolift, Calder, you wanted to ask me a question about the treaty or who signed it?
Well, more like which member of the Bajoran political party would know any info about who would be in charge of the Hijak mining stuff.
That would it'd be known through yeah, you would have to weed into the Bajoran and political system, but you could ask the first minister and go from there.
Yeah, I think that's possible.
Okay. But we can resolve that scene in a bit later as all of you go to the cargo bay in question. You head to the cargo bay. Again, this is a dark power down section of the ship, but as soon as you gain access, the bay doors open and reveal a cargo bay filled with rows and rows of containers.
I quickly make my way to the box that's being described. Well, the
Yep, you go to the location and you find a medium sized box about like 50 liters. There's maybe 50 kilograms heavy. So you do need some help getting it down.
I look at Knight and I would to assist. To get it down to ground level. So what would be the check to bring it down?
Oh, I was wondering if you're gonna ask for help for it, but with 2 people you can get it down safely. You get down out and open it up, and you find a box of purple crystals that are about 30 centimeters long, 10 centimeters wide, flat on both ends. Anything else excluding the crystals? There are some basic wiring devices, timing. Looks like some timing devices, circuitry chips, but they're about like postage stamps size, and looks like there's a bag of them and enough to affix one or two to each crystal.
That doesn't sound good. Timing devices.
I want to check if this box might have a fake bottom on it. In it.
Control security difficulty 2.
Do you want to assist me, Knight? I will spend 1 momentum for a 3rd dice.
Okay. Two momentum gained. You're at full. Plus 1 more. As you rummage around, there is not a fake bottom into this.
Okay. Any idea when I could spend on this momentum, fellow party members?
There's always more.
You've got an extra question you can ask. You've got a float.
Yeah, I'm wondering what to do to spend this float on.
Can we get any fingerprints or anything from the device? Anything from the
Literally, we're
tricorder?
just going there. Yeah.
Sorry about
Fingerprints.
No, that's
yes.
No, that's good.
Yes, I will accept that.
DNA fragments, anything, you know?
Yeah, you can sweep your tricorder over it. On the exterior, there's several DNA a splotches of probably just some random engineer who's like rearranging this, or this is catching the fall, or I'm climbing up here. I'm just gonna place my hand on there. But inside, there are 2 distinct ink strands of DNA. So only 2 people have been inside this case. 1 male Bajoran DNA a strand and 1 female Bajoran DNA strand.
Does the female strand match my victim of the Kovac?
For momentum, I can answer that.
Yeah, I'll spend
let's
it.
do. Yeah, let's do it.
It does not match.
So we've got somebody else that's a player here that we need to find.
Oh wait, I forgot. I have a lead investigator.
Oh. So, yeah.
Yeah, so bring that momentum back.
2 momentum back so you can ask 2 more questions. It does not...
One more question.
Yeah, 1 more question at least.
So we
Anything
have
else?
this person's DNA record on track, right? We have this. Do you have this other DNA is?
Huh? It would need to run it against some sort of database.
Yep, that was going to be my next question, but I don't know that we do that here, right? As part of these questions.
Is it something that we could feed this into DS9's internal sensors and tell it to scan for these people?
For 2 momentum, I will allow you to do that to see if the people with this DNA match is still on the station.
What do you guys think? Is that a good idea?
Heck yeah.
All right. Spend away.
All right. The male is still on the station. The female is not currently on the station.
What's the male's name?
Ozen.
Oh, it's Ozen.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, do we know? And a chance we know the female's name?
You haven't asked the computer for that.
Computer, what's the female's identification?
Private civilian. You're gonna need a warrant to pull that up.
Okay, this is out of the box here. This might be a little sideways. Is it something that I could do a medical override on?
If you have any medical reasoning to say that this person's in danger, I need to know who it is and where they're at right now, or their life is in danger.
Well, my concern is that this box has come from this place that brought the spores in from this Kovac. I'm concerned it was originated there, and I'm afraid that those people may be infected.
Commander, do you agree with that analysis?
Yeah.
Okay. Presence medicine and difficulty 3 to convince the computer to give you a medical override on this warrant.
Okay. Difficulty 3.
Correct.
I'm going to spend a momentum and a threat to activate my bold medicine, and that should get me 4 dice. Or am I correct in that?
It'll be 1 threat for the 3rd dice, 2 momentum for the 4th dice.
Okay, I'm sorry. There you go. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, it's weird escalating cost, but
That's all right. No, I'm trying. I'll get there eventually after I've played for a year and a half, maybe.
I will assist him with a direct.
Okay.
And then also, I have a focus, I'm sure, of infectious disease here. Should be able to give me some one-up on the computer as far as why I'm asking this.
Yes, as your authority as a medical officer are saying that, no, this is a very dangerous disease and we need to get ahead of it. And this person's possibly infected.
Oh.
Oh, what a fail!
Okay,
So you have
I'm-
one.
The
Okay,
computer
so you
is
have
not
one
right.
reroll. You
Yeah,
at least
you
have
get the
one
one
reroll
reroll.
with a bold.
Bold.
I'm guessing that's going for the crit fail.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
you know what? I will give him a determination to reroll that. So you get to reroll roll 2 of those dice if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, I do absolutely.
What value? What value are you using,
no.
Doctor?
Oh, me. I really feel like this would be a drive to heal and save lives. I mean, to some degree, I am concerned that this is actually could have come from there and maybe spreading this, and we don't know.
Okay. Yeah. It seems like your concern is more or for the infectious disease rather than, oh, we have to catch the terrorist. So your medical concern of lives is definitely pushing through on this.
Okay. So,
I mean, he doesn't need a value when I'm using the captain ability.
I messed up last time. You're giving him a point of determination, but you still need a value for the person to handle it.
For real?
okay.
For the
So when
player.
Okay.
Yeah,
do I
the player you're
reroll-
handing it to. You can
Do I
and reroll
reroll-
as many 8 dice as you want. You have 2 successes right now, so you could just reroll your 2 zeros, or you can scoop everything up and reroll all 4 and see what you get.
Oh my gosh.
It's up to you.
Don't we currently just need one more? Didn't it say it was difficulty 3?
Yep, we
Yeah.
just need one more success.
All right,
So
I'm just gonna roll the 2.
okay,
Low and steady goes the race.
Yes.
there we go.
And
One extra
there we go.
momentum as you get the authorization to say, hey, I need to know the identity of this person. The identity of this person is Vale Ida.
Have we met this person yet?
No, but her name has been circling around this entire thing for a while now. She's shown up on the fighter rep sheet, which, if you scroll up in Discord, should be there. I'll repost it. Yeah, her name's been mentioned several times as a person of interest.
Could he say the name again?
Vale Ida.
Can we see when she left the station also?
About 4 days ago. So 3 days before you guys docked.
Which one is she? Is she on the rap sheet?
She's not on the rap sheet, but if you scroll over to known associates. Yep.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Were you talking to me?
Okay, I'm gonna also grab a handful of these items because we don't know which of these or a combo of these is the tagger.
I mean, you do have authority just to take the whole chest.
Yeah, we'll just beam the chest to the Svalinn.
Okay, I see you type your badge and call for beam up of the chest, it is brought on board.
Captain, do we want this chest on board? They'll know where we are then, right?
Well, it's if they do not know where it is, our ship is the safest place to be, and without it being destroyed.
Captain, I recommend we destroy them, all of them.
Yeah, but we still need to know how this thing is working. Well, how these work, unless you think it, because they'll know sooner or later with them, well, with one of their agents here captured. Like, if we know how these things work, the better.
All right, and with that, at the unless the security officer overrides, it's the chest beams out. Leaving you in the cargo bay by yourself, discussing the morals of the situation. Was there anything else you wanted to do on Deep Space Nine, or are you dusting off?
Let's see if we could figure out from maybe Kira who the who in the top of council would have access to the will be in charge of the Hijak asteroid system. No, wait, no, the Cardassian, no, the Bajoran Council.
Kira is unavailable at the moment, unless it's an emergency situation. Because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. She's asleep.
It kind of is because
She's also
this
one you don't want to wake up.
I will say this because that person is a potential suspect in this new terrorist organization.
Presence Command, difficulty 2. To see if you can get through the bureaucracy to wake up Commander Kira.
One.
Odo almost never sleeps.
One threat.
Gladly. You very, very persuasively get through all of the ops and security and command overrides, and you are hailed directly in your comm badge goes directly to Commander Kira's quarters. Kira here.
I think we found a potential suspect for the anti-Federation group. Do you know who on the Bajoran Council would be in charge of the Hijak asteroid system?
I don't. Maybe. Give me one moment, Commander. Gets up, looks at her pad. Some pad noises.
Sorry, about the awakening, but
No,
But
it's
there
fine.
was
You know,
a-
there was a bombing on the station that's been taken care of. I thought I could catch a few winks in between there. Looks like Minister Ramat Dot has been working the most on the treaty. Also, Shakar has been formally leading in the charge, but it looks like Ramat has most of his ink on the page, so to speak.
okay, I'm also going to explain why we need this info to her because she is one of because with her do rapport or whatever the phrase is with what she's done.
Oh, you're talking about her past as a resistance fighter. You wanted to inform her on this?
Yeah, kind of explaining that the base their base of operations could be there.
Okay. Yeah, I can, and definitely see what I can do about setting up more patrols and stuff. Do you think, Ink, you can nip this in the bud and finish this off?
I hope so. I plan on going there within the hour.
Okay. I'll keep in contact. I'll keep in contact and see what we can do about this. Should be about 10 a.m. On Ashala, so you should be able to talk to the minister on your way out.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll. With that tell everyone to return to the ship so we could. And I'm going to set up a video call with this person.
Okay.
But I'll have Knight with me.
All right, new scene. As we drag this back to the ship.
Do you have a token for me?
I don't have a token. Oh yeah, there's a token.
The good old classic, just drag the character thing.
Yep.
But we
Drag
gotta shrink it down a bit.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. All right, as you assemble in the ready room, you're about 30 minutes from launch. You have a little bit of time to kind of share your thoughts with each other.
So, are those things just for show, or can you use them? As I'm looking at the bird guy.
Oh, I can use them.
And you can just... How long can you fly for?
Oh no, what do you say, Game Master? How long do you think I can fly for?
How long can a human run for? Probably the same idea. So, if you
Yeah.
pace yourself, you can go for hours. Or if you really push yourself, you could probably go top speed for about 30 minutes.
And I have athletics for a focus.
Yep.
Fascinating. Bog, I assume you'll want to study our new friend here in detail.
Oh, I'll look over his medical file and see if there's anything that I need to bring myself up to speed on.
He's got
Scanners,
friggin'
no
wings.
problem. Scanners, no problem. But as soon as you get out things that's gonna poke and prod, we gonna have a talk.
Well, I promise I won't poke and prod unless it's an emergency.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'll say there's definitely some strange people that hang out on the promenade late at night.
The leftovers from Quark's not really surprising, right?
yeah, makes sense. You usually the bar is the second home to a number of people.
I'm kind of new to this sector. You want to fill me in on some of the politics going on between this discussion between occupation of the Federation or Cardassia?
Okay, I'm gonna give him the quick down low that we've been ordered to ensure the safety of a Cardassian ambassador to Bajor. But during our first day here, we found a Cardassian freighter attacked by, a freighter going to Cardassia by Bajoran fighters, and when we told them to stand down, and we found out that these guys were anti-Cardassian and anti-Federation. Well, more they wanted to chew free Bajor.
Yeah, there was a minister, Ramat Dot, and another minister. I think it was Yarez. Had a very interesting conversation I was listening to last night.
The ministers weren't there, but they were discussing the ministers. Those names came up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are civilians talking about the news.
Okay, so I got the wrong impression there.
Yep, my bad.
GM, could you share that the info again, if you can?
Which info?
Well, about these two council members.
Well, why don't we let Admiral Rod tell us? Sorry,
apologies,
why don't we
sorry.
let Al tell us?
Yes.
I'm also going to hand him a quick data pad with the security briefing as well for the sector.
So I'll just
Put it
explain
into Discord.
that I overheard a couple of Bajorans discussing these two ministers. One talking very in favor of the Federation being the ones to occupy Bajor, and the other one very much pro Cardassia being the ones to occupy Bajor.
Wait, there was a Bajoran pro Cardassian occupation?
I thought
not
it was strange.
not pro Cardassian, but more pro let's talk to Cardassia, and maybe this time they'll be nice to us.
I see.
All right, and the 2 dossiers have been sent to your Discord, or Ensign L.
Got it. Okay. So, does anyone ask me any questions about what I overheard?
Commander, do you recognize the name of Vermont Dot? That was the minister that Kira referenced as helping sign this treaty and writing most of it.
So that was kind. Could you mind me the eavesdrop info about this council member?
Well, from what I overheard, this minister wants to abolish the local currency and adopt Federation credit as the dominant currency on Bajor, and wants a bigger Federation presence here in the sector. But oddly, he also wasn't really wearing he doesn't usually wear your typical Bajoran clothing.
I mean, with these, like, with that info, I'm thinking, why would someone do support these people if they want these changes on these changes on the Bajor, like the currency stuff.
Was there a question in there?
Yeah, I'm putting much saying that this person has well, the person who wrote this treaty who, and also is the potential location of these anti-Federation Bajorans base how it is with the person supplying them work well, doing these changes to Bajor itself to kind of push towards more of the change to a Federation world.
Curiouser and curiouser, isn't it?
Got any ideas how? Well, any ideas how, as I looked to the rest of the V team?
I don't quite understand the statement. So are you saying, how are they connected?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out because, yeah, I want to figure out the connection with the minister and the anti-Federation group.
I must have missed it. Why do we think he's connected?
Because the minister wrote the treaty that kind of made access to the Hijak asteroid system.
The minister Ramat is responsible for the Bajoran side of the treaty that him and Ambassador Rel wrote together. And one of the provisions of that treaty was the transfer of ownership of the Hijak mining facility from Cardassia to Bajor.
I see.
So
I don't know if that
that's
necessarily ties him to the resistance fighters, though. Or whatever they're going to be calling themselves. That just indicates that they're basing themselves out of there, and Bajor hasn't got around to re-establishing the mining colony yet. But maybe I am not being as deductive enough as you are, Commander.
It's fine. Maybe there's a chance that I'm looking at this too close and getting tunnel vision.
Well, I think we're going to get more answers shortly once we arrive at the, or once we finally depart and arrive at the asteroid field.
Yeah,
that was English.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. Well, instead of me contacting Minister Sadat, I'm going to see if I could contact the ambassador to maybe delay the his arrival to a day or two.
How long will it take us to get to the asteroid field again?
Mendot, go ahead and give me a reason con difficulty 2. And for extra successes, you might be able to shave some time.
Who?
Oh goodness. Hold on. Malden.
Okay, there we go.
I am so sorry.
Who?
I'm flipping through so many screens here.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to be sure. So you were saying reason con?
Yep, reason con difficulty 2.
Reason con difficulty 2.
Would you like to purchase extra dice with momentum or threat?
Sure, let's purchase ourselves an additional dice.
With which resource?
Momentum.
Okay. There's the 2. It will take you 10 hours to get out there, but for 2 momentum, Malden, you can shave that down to 8.
Well, it should take us approximately 10 hours, but I believe I can shave us off a little bit of time and make... Did I say 8 or 10? I believe
you'll
it'll
make
take us... I'll just start over.
Yep.
I believe it'll take us about 10 hours, but I believe I can put some of the old elbow grease in and shave that down to 8. $10 hours. 8 hours.
Yep, that's correct.
I did have one more thing I wanted to mention at some point.
Okay, I will also quickly to go in that this would make the trip there and back a total of 16 hours. So yeah, I'm definitely going to see if we could convince the Cardassian Ambassador to wait an extra day or 2.
He arrives in 48 hours. Yeah. No?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, you're probably like at 45 hours now, but so we're spending the 2 momentum to shave that.
I think that'll be helpful.
All right. Shaving that time. Ensign L, you had more to add?
Yes. I ask everyone, when's the last time you guys seen a Klingon and a Nausicaan not get into a fight?
I don't know that I've ever seen a Nausicaan and a Klingon having a drink together, so...
Well, it looked like they were going to start a fight and then just didn't.
I mean,
It was odd,
this
to say the least.
well, I mean, if it was that Quarks, I would probably guess they'd rather not get kicked out from the bar.
It was on the promenade.
Do you think that the Klingons and Nausicans are involved in any way, shape, or form with this plot?
I don't know, but we'd have to find out. But we could probably get more info when when I get a call from Quark, when he gets when he get a time and place for that meeting with the guy who would be selling Boeing tech to the Bajorians.
All right. Captain, Insight Command, difficulty 1.
You okay? I will spend 1 threat, so I have bold.
Okay. Excellent. So, you still have the... You have a couple other things you need to do. You still have the leader of the consulate bombing in your brig. And you have the crystals, the crystal crate. Where exactly would you have beamed that to your ship? To a lab, to engineering, to a cargo bay?
Preferably somewhere with a containment, because we are worried that it might have something on it still.
Yeah. What security measures would you put on the crate?
Containment field, and we'll have people guarding it. Have some of Bog's medicine for the potential disease, because I imagine that the medicine you have would kind of boost the immune system against that.
Yes, it is designed as a vaccine.
Yeah, so anyone who would be touching that box should take the vaccine, and I think I should also take the vaccine because I also touched it.
And is that at this point that at the head of Gamma Shift it hails in and says, as Captain, and we have clearance from DS9 to disembark. Waiting for your order.
Okay, launch.
at that, they take care of things on the bridge, and you guys are on your way. Is the meeting adjourned, or was there any last words?
I think I'll set up a quick a game plan. Knight and Daiwa should interrogate the guy, while our new science officer and will also summon Leaf to assist him, because it could kind of make sense to look at this with both science and engineering.
Yes, it does. And Bog's probably going to go down to sick bay and synthesize more of the vaccine.
Yeah, I'll work on getting a stockpile set up, enough to not only inoculate the entire ship, but also have some extra stores should we run into people at this asteroid. I'm gonna probably shoot for at least a couple extra 100 doses.
Okay. Might have an extended task for that. I'll see how this goes.
Right.
And Knight and Daiba are headed to the brig. And Malden, I'm assuming you want to take over flying this ship.
Yep.
Excellent. And Calder, where are you headed?
To the captain's chair, and also so quickly welcome him. Before he leaves the conference room, I would like to officially welcome him to the Svalinn, and extend my hand out for a handshake.
I would
Yep.
definitely take a handshake.
All right. First things first. Captain, who you gonna call?
First the Cardassian Ambassador. To see if he could wait.
You were supposed to say Ghostbusters, but okay.
Too obvious.
Way too
Fun
obvious.
is illegal in Star Trek.
Glyn Zesorel. Something like that is his name.
Glenn Zasso Rel. Let's call him up.
Okay, let's see if he picks up.
Indeed he does. So, Captain, how is everything going in Bajor?
Not as well as hoping, because we found because the location of the soon-to-be Cardassian Consulate was bombed almost 2 hours ago.
Really? Do you have any evidence that this was a planned attack, or was this just some random dissonance?
We're currently interrogating one of the culprits. I'd recommend you postpone your arrival in extra day.
He sighs. Commander, do you realize how much work I put into this? How much negotiations and treaties and back and forth we've had to do in order to make this event come together?
I understand that. Do you also know the problems that would go down if you were attacked by anti-Federation Bajorans?
I didn't get into diplomacy to avoid the risk, much to the chagrin of some of my military acquaintances, as I've gone into this to accept the risk. I know that furthering friendship between Cardassia and the Federation is going to be a long, tenuous journey, but I'm willing to take that first step, even if I end up with a skinned knee.
Could you at least delay for 12 hours to give us a bit extra time to extra time for investigations?
Okay. At this point, I am triggering an extended task, and this is gonna be fun.
Oh god, a extended task with my dump stat. Oh no.
Yep, pretty much. Let's see. This is gonna be base difficulty 4. Magnitude 5, work track Act 20, and resistance. Actually, not bad. There's gonna be a base resistance of 2.
Where
Oops.
can we see that? I mean, I see the extended task that popped up. I just want to see like the numbers you're talking about and the.
He's still.
I'm filling it in. Yeah,
Oh,
I have to do this manual. Resistance 2. Magnitude. That's weird. Magnitude 4.
What kind of task was it? Like what attributes?
I'm doing this wrong. There we go. This is gonna be opposed presence command. As you're giving arguments, and for as you're giving arguments for no, you should delay for 12 hours, which telling him to delay actually helped you a little bit. Otherwise, the resistance would be higher if you wanted him to just flat out cancel. But there's still a base difficulty there because this is life work. Part of the difficulty is 1 for you being a foreign agent and 1 for him outranking you.
Okay, I'm going to spend a threat and 2 momentum to get 4 dice.
Okay. And yeah, this is basically just a race to 20 to see who can convince two.
Okay.
One other thing is, for each piece of evidence that you can pull up and put on the table, you can use that as an advantage on your part to either decrease the resistance, you can and apply it to increase his difficulty or decrease your difficulty on a roll. But you have to tell me specifically which piece of evidence you're using.
Okay, I'm going to throw in the evidence of the bombings, including the scans I got from the Blaster residue.
Okay. And how are you going to apply that?
Would I know the quality of the bomb to say to kind of give an evidence of how well fitted this group is? Well,
I was asking more mechanically. Are you going to increase his difficulty, or are you going to decrease the resistance?
Increase his difficulty.
Okay. All right, go ahead and roll your 4 dice.
I'm going to re-roll one of those.
I'm going to spend a dice. Focus, yes. And okay. And I have a talent, cultured, when in a social conflict and given the opportunity to speak length out of subject, I may re-roll one of the dice if I may purchase an extra d20. So I have 4, bring it down to 3, and you have 2.
Yes, I also oh yeah, I forgot. Increased difficulty.
Yep. So gain 2 in momentum. Or I gain 2. And 4 plus 6. One, 2, 3, 5. I get 4 work done, but not a breakthrough. Because you actually have some resistance on your side.
Okay, I will also throw in the evidence of the damage control on Deep Space Nine was working with them and was tagging the fighters for attack.
You don't have enough evidence on that front yet.
Okay.
You might throw at him that we're not entirely sure we don't have an outbreak situation at DS9 with this new disease. It might be unsafe for him to arrive with that.
Yes, I would say that.
I will accept that. That is good evidence. In fact, that would be a double advantage. So you can apply 1 to resistance, 1 to difficulty. Or you can apply both to difficulty.
Yeah, let's double the difficulty. Well, I do the same momentum threat spend as last time.
So
2 momentum
1
and 1 threat.
Okay. I'm gonna spend that threat right back at you. And
We're going
4 versus is 4, but you added 1, but you have an extra 2 from your potential outbreak, so you gain 2 momentum and you won that round. So go ahead and roll 5 plus 2, so 7 challenge dice.
I'm going to spend a momentum to eagle those 3 dice.
Yep. Oof. 2, 3, 4.
Okay,
5,
6.
6. With the resistance, minus 4. So no one's got a breakthrough yet. You can spend a momentum to speed up these talks, so you don't spend as much time talking to him.
Yeah, I'll do so.
All right. Meanwhile, Ensign L meets up with Ensign Leaf in the cargo bay to look at this strange crate of crystals. And Ensign Leaf kind of looks. Oh, hello there.
Hi there.
Guess you're the new science officer. Look.
Yeah, that would be a scientific correctness.
Well, we have a crate full of strange rocks next here. I'm not sure what to make of it.
Well, let's take a look.
Reason science difficulty. Let's kick that up a bit. Difficulty 4. In fact.
Alright, we're looking at rocks.
Yep. Well, crystals specifically.
Would research apply? Focus?
Yes. And the ship can help with computers con, or computer science.
Let me spend 1 threat for an extra dice as well.
Okay. It's supposed to be reason science.
I thought I did reason in science.
Daring, what's your reason?
Just redo it.
Yeah.
Reason and science, right?
Correct.
I'll go for the ship. And would Leaf assist?
Leaf would also assist. But he can do reason engineering, as he's approaching from engineering perspective.
Science computer?
Reason science for, or computer science for the computer. And
reason engineering for Leaf.
Yep, if someone wants to grab Leaf. 1, 2, 3. Just one short. Yeah, you're unable to make heads or tails as of it this time. You can approach it from a different angle, or you can try scanning again, but it will increase the difficulty by 1.
May I recommend the next time you do this determination?
I didn't want to do it right off the bat, but sure. So when I spend determination, how do I get it back? Just use a value.
You spend a determination engine point, you call upon a value, and you can use that right now to instantly roll a dice with a automatic one. You can get that back at the end of the episode, or you can spend a normal milestone later or down the line. It is possible for the captain to give you a determination engine point, but he would have to spend a milestone to get that through.
Oh yeah, I should. You
could do that.
Do that. I will spend a
what-
milestone from last session when I used my when I gave one of my crewmates determination.
Okay, I'll allow that. So L, you have 2 points of determination, and you can spend and one to get a free critical dice. Which value shall you call upon?
Debating between two of them. Let's go with science. Question mark. That's my specialty! Exclamation point.
Including the punctuation, and I will accept that. So you have 1 dice that automatically has 2, and you're looking at a difficulty 5.
Okay. And let's go ahead and we don't have any momentum right now?
Nope, but you could possibly make some.
We will spend 1 threat then for another die.
Because of the determination, you'd have to spend 1 more because the determination spend
Okay,
is.
so 2 threat.
Yep, 2 threat. Because as the determination spend counts as 1 die already being purchased, so the second dice would be 2.
Alright, so I have 1 die that's already a 1, and I'm rolling 3, correct?
Correct.
Alright.
And the ship helps and Leaf helps.
Wait. I think I screwed up. Hold on. Because I just realized I do have a value, a talent that applies. So let me.
What talent is that?
The testing a theory.
Crap, forgot which one. Does that allow you an extra dice, or is that
Hold on, I'm checking real quick.
It's there's like 2 of them that are really close together.
When you attempt a task using an engineering or science, you may roll one additional die, so long as you succeed at a task covering the same scientific. I didn't previously succeed at one. Never mind.
Nope. Okay, but next time that will work.
Yeah.
I'll go for the Svalinn and Leaf.
Okay. Come on, big money, no whammies. All right. So we have 4, 5, 6, 7 on a difficulty 5. Gain 2 momentum as you find out that these are a special isotope of dilithium. And some of the properties of it is that it can react to. It can vibrate sympathetically with certain subspace frequencies, and is generally used in a more refined form as part of a subspace radio array. But this is not the refined form. This is really crude. This is almost like mined out of the rock, crude. Would you like to ask additional questions? You get 1 free question for being a science officer.
Before I ask a question to you, can I ask Ensign Left a couple questions?
Sure, you two can roleplay it out, but if you have any specific questions and
I want
about
to
your
know
analysis, yeah.
where they got these crystals.
I think it. Oh yeah, I think it would have been explained during the meeting that we acquired them from DS9, and we knew about the location from a person who is working for the Anti-Federation Bajorans.
Yep, that information can be passed on to you, El. So you know that they got this from a crate on DS9, and it was pointed to them by Anti-Federation Bajoran.
Okay.
So yeah, that information can be given to you eventually.
Okay. I think the question I would ask would be, where are these crystals typically found?
I will accept that as a question. They're typically found generally in asteroids or some planets as that are rich in dilithium. Yeah, this is basically found alongside yield bog standard dilithium. It's just a special different formation of dilithium.
Okay.
So this is like usually refined out of raw dilithium, then it's processed and about 60% of it goes into starship engines, and this is the 40% that is refined down and to use as subspace as transceivers.
Okay.
Would you like to ask any additional questions?
That's the only question I have so far, but I would probably want to take what I've learned and go report it to somebody.
Okay. You can definitely report that to the captain.
Tap that comm badge.
I need the exercise. Where's the captain at?
He's in his ready room.
You mean captain's chair?
So you're doing this on the bridge. I thought you went to your office.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Okay.
Dang it, where's the captain's quarters?
You know what? Next time I'm gonna make one of those. But yeah, you're in your office. You Ensign. You make your way up to the top of the ship.
That one.
Yep. And
Oh wait, he's in the ready room. I'll chime the bell.
yep.
Yeah, it was only chime, so.
Go with it.
So I'll tell him to come in and get kind of.
Yeah, you can put the ambassador on hold for no cost. He's like, this is gonna take a while. I can understand, and if you need to talk to someone else.
I'll make a very. I see that he's busy, but I'll make a brief report about the crystals being the low grade dilithium.
Yeah, you know what? I have an idea for this. We'll put him off hold. Explain that the science officer has just figured out how the Anti-Federation Bajorans were tagging the freighters, and I'll let you explain it to pretty much say, hey, he can assist me with science.
Yeah, that would it'd work. He can. L can assist you with the next roll with science. So go ahead and let's make our presence command roll. All L, you can assist with present science, and we're going for as many hits as we can. Calder has to lead on it, but L at least gets one dice in.
Yeah. So I will do 1 threat and 2 momentum, and for the 4 dice, and I activate bold.
Okay, 1 threat, 2 momentum.
Presence and science.
Yep, because you're presenting science information.
I'm going to reroll that 0.
Okay. Nice. And the opposed roll.
And,
As he tries to argue back. I'm spending 3 momentum to get up to 4 dice because this is not really convincing to him. But with the
Wait, does that mean you're giving us momentum?
no, I'm spending threat.
Okay, so that would, yeah.
I'm gaining threat to roll back, but you do have the advantage of knowing what the crystals are for. And with that, I only get 3 versus your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 4 momentum gained. Okay, he's starting to back down a little bit. Let's see if you can and roll me 7 challenge dice. Nice. You want to spend a momentum to reroll that 0, or just rolling with it? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Minus 2. That is 6. That is 1 breakthrough.
So how do breakthroughs work if it's a opposed check?
You just get one breakthrough. You're trying to get as many breakthroughs down before he does, so you're 1 breakthrough ahead of him. And he's kind of conceding, okay, this shows that they're planning and they're planning ahead and they're doing something nefarious, but I'm not sure how this is tied to me. So he's willing to concede that this isn't just random and angry protester attacks, that this is some sort of planned thing. Meanwhile, Dr. Bog, you have a lot of vaccines to make right now. And I'm using the macro again, because I spent all this time on it and I haven't been using it all day. Let's do... So you want to get enough vaccines for the ship and like 100 rollover, correct? Or is Dr. Bog... He's Dr. Bog's BYB. Lovely. Let's move to Lieutenant Knight then. As he went... I have terrible luck at this.
Round 2.
Yeah, sure. Round 2. Is there any more information that you want to throw on the table to gain advantages?
About that carrier that we heard from the flight logs of the fighters, to kind of throw in how equipped they are with them having pretty much a mobile base for the fighter groups.
Nice. I'll accept that. That is definitely worthwhile. Yeah, and so just the flight logs and how they have a carrier and they've been at this for a while, and they seem to be okay. Yeah, that is an advantage. And you want to put that against his difficulty?
Yeah.
All right. Opposed nose roll. What you spending?
1 threat, 2 momentum.
1 threat and 2 momentum. And I'm gonna spend 3 more.
I am going to re-roll one of those.
Why are you rolling computers con? Why are you rolling a starship?
Oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, you could possibly get the computer air to help if you can think of a way to bring it in.
Wait, so this entire time I have been doing...
No, it's just this time. Last roll
Sorry.
was correct. Oof.
Okay, that's 0.
Who knows? I might have bad luck on this too. Or
How
not.
did it... Wait, how did it get... Presence command should be a total of...
13.
Oh yeah, oh god. I'm being slaughtered
You just
here.
missed it. Yeah, I'm just going to roll my challenge dice. Spend one of my threat to reroll. Reroll the 2. No! I just... no, I don't get it. I don't get a breakthrough because you still have resistance. You have some resistance on this. So... Yeah. He's trying really hard to make arguments, but it's just not quite getting any headway.
I'm just standing there at this point watching this conversation.
Yep, pretty much.
Ooh, I have an idea, but it might be risky. I'm gonna tell him about a location of one of the bases, which is at the Hijak asteroid system, and we are currently on our way there. And by saying, if you at least delay for that extra time, so that way with this part of the investigation, if it failed, wouldn't be a total loss of time to make sure you're safe.
Okay, I will say that that is a valid argument. Go ahead and apply that that advantage against his difficulty.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna spend 1 momentum and 2 threat.
Ooh, risky.
Can I chance?
I'm going to spend 1 threat. 5 versus his 3. Gain 2 momentum and roll challenge dice. Four,
That
5,
is
6. Resistance 2, so you need 1 more to get a breakthrough.
I will spend 1 momentum.
All right.
2.
Are you gonna reroll or just gonna put that to work? Or
Let's do
actually,
the
1 momentum
reroll.
M2 for piercing, and then you can just pierce through the resistance.
Nah, I have a gambling addiction.
Or that works too.
Thank
So
you,
6.
gambling addiction.
Sweet. All right. Meanwhile, Dr. Bog, you have a vaccine to make.
Roger that.
And you're making enough for the entire crew plus 100 at overflow.
Yeah, I think that auto suffice.
Hopefully. All right. Control medicine difficulty 3, complication 2. Part of the complication is this is a new vaccine, so you're not quite sure how mass producing it's gonna work, and there's still some finicky bits about it.
Right. Let's see. And what did you say? You've increased my difficulty, did you say?
Yes, I did increase your difficulty.
All right, I'm going to use my talent quick study when attempting a task that will involve an unfamiliar medical procedure, or which is to treat an unfamiliar species. Ignore any difficulty increases stemming from your unfamiliarity. Would that help?
That would help. Yeah, that would reset the complication range.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my infectious disease as a focus.
That will work.
All right, and I will spend a threat to get an extra dice. And does that activate my bold? I think we were going over this, but I can't remember.
Yes, that does activate your bold. So you do have 1 reroll.
Okay, sucks to be on. All right, and I'm going to ask the ship to help me.
The ship can help with computer's medicine.
Okay.
And you also have a free advantage because you.
You are in the sick bay.
Okay. Cool.
So you use that to bring down the difficulty.
Would that bring the difficulty to 0?
That'll bring the difficulty down to 2. So your quick study is bringing down the complication, and the ship will bring down the difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah. So there's medbay and maybe also the advantage because you are the CMO.
That is the advantage of the CMO. It basically, like, the nursing staff helps. So your new role is control medicine difficulty 2.
Okay.
And I'll go for the ship. What is the ship rolling?
Computer's medicine. And the ship.
That's
2 momentum. Yep. And for our 2 momentum, you can signal to the captain that you have the vaccine ready, and the captain can turn that into an advantage against his harrowing debate with the ambassador.
Okay.
with that, Commander, you are notified of such things, and you can turn around and present this to the ambassador and say, about this is infectious disease, and we have a vaccine ready, and we want to deploy this places, or however you want to use that information to your advantage.
Basically,
Yeah.
let us deploy it before you come on board.
Yes.
All right.
That's what I'm doing. Let us at least give us the time so this disease will not affect your meeting.
And of course, this is a new vaccination, so I'm going to err on the side of caution and say that he needs to at least take. When's this thing? He's wanting to show up tomorrow?
He's wanting to show up tomorrow. The captain's asking him to delay at least 1 day, so you would have
Oh, no. This
48 hours total.
This new vaccine, we need at least 72 hours to make sure that there's a herd immunity in Deep Space Nine and it's safe for him. At least 72 hours.
And maybe also throw in we also have to make sure that this medicine will work with Cardassian biology.
Ooh, that's an
Snap.
oh snap! That is a nice one. Definitely one event. Actually, with the Cardassian and the herd immunity, that is 2 advantages that you can apply against this guy.
Mental high five intensifies.
Mental high five. How do you want to roll this?
2 threat, 1 momentum for 4 dice.
All right. This is getting really dicey for me. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going all in. And with the medical help, Dr. Bog, go ahead and roll a presence medicine roll to assist the captain.
Do I just roll 1 dice on that, or?
Just 1 dice.
Okay, that's what I thought.
All right, and I have two advantages against me, so. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 versus 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, you win with 2.
Well, time to roll the 7 dice.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay, 1 momentum to re-roll those 4 dice.
I would definitely suggest that. Oof. So
That is
yeah.
7.
If you spend that momentum, you get piercing, and you can and punch right through the resistance.
Yes, that's what I'm doing. So that brings me a total of 3 breakthroughs.
Yep. You +1 because you zeroed out the track. As
Wow,
you talk down in a Cardassian ambassador, as he finally concedes. Okay. I see that there's a viable risk for me, and you need more time. I'm to get this vaccine ready and to look into this security situation. You have your 72 hours. Is there anything else you want to say, Commander? I hope you're proud of yourself. You've just derailed an entire your negotiation. I hope this pulls through for you.
Not derailed, just delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah, delayed and derail are two different words, and I'll say that is all. Thank you for understanding the situation.
Thank you. Rel out, and he closes the channel.
So, above game, how much of a flex is it with me being able to talk down a Cardassian ambassador?
I mean that role was really tough, and you had a lot going against you in the fact that he outranked you, and he was a foreign agent, and this was his life work, and you just it did help that you were telling him to just delay and not flat out cancel the event. Otherwise, the resistance on your work would have been horrendous.
Yeah, I'm on the verge to just type in the Discord saying, so I just talked down a Cardassian ambassador.
Do it, man, and props to you. Meanwhile, how are we doing on time? We got a little bit left. Maldon.
Yes.
Maldon. I'll get it right eventually.
If we want to get, I'm not gonna get super upset about it, but if we want to get real technical, it's Maldon.
Maldon. You are on the bridge. You're are flying the ship, getting us all the way there. And Captain, I'm assuming you're done in your office. So where would you go from there?
I think getting myself some rest, because I've been going around waking for almost 18 hours.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Even me exploding didn't slow me down.
I think that exploding gave you an adrenaline rush.
Maybe, and it's coming down. To my bed.
All right, L, at this time, and where would you like to go? You still have some analysis to do on the crystals, and there's still some links that are missing between the crystals and the master plan.
Okay.
Or you can go to bed and hit it in the morning.
Nope. I've got some juice left. I can keep trying. Go to the science lab though. There.
All right, as you head to the science lab.
Does anybody
And Leaf can come with you.
What about Maldon? He's got a pretty good science, and he's got a science of 3. That's not terrible, is it?
No, that's not terrible.
If you want Maldon, you can and definitely help with this.
Okay,
Yes, you have the
what
course
else?
laid. You have the course laid in, and you can leave the helm for a little bit.
What about the Matt Patterson?
Yeah, you can bring him in, and for crew support.
So. Do I need a roll here?
Do I want to do this task or no? Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna do a scientific method. So with this, as you are going to be testing out different things, different and possible applications for these devices, and seeing which one comes up. This comes in a couple different stages, and I'm not going to be the most helpful with information. In stage one, yeah, because you have to roll the dice to get the information. In stage one, and you're going to put some focuses in a hat, anywhere between 3 or 5 focuses, and you're gonna put that in a hat and hand it to me, and I'm going to say yes or no, one of these is a possible application. If I say yes, we move to step 2. If I say no, we reset and we waste more time. If we move to stage 2, you're going to take one of those focuses and you're going to be doing reason science rolls, and I'm going to have a set number of successes in mind. This is hidden, and you're just going to be rolling dice trying to get as many successes as possible. The total number of successes is anywhere between 1, which is fairly obvious, or 10, which is, this is a really niche application of this.
Alright, so this, I would definitely be asking the computer questions. You know, you see on the shows where the engineers or the science officers develop like a hypothesis and a theory, and they basically play a game with the computer.
Yep. This kind of represents this whole process.
Yeah. Focus.
You can have Patterson help, and you can call on, and any player at the table can throw in any suggestions they want. And it doesn't have to be a focus on your sheet. But if it is a focus on your sheet, you can use that focus when you're rolling your dice. But you could throw any sort of field or focus out there.
Oh, let me see what some of these other ones got. So let's see here. Yeah, I'm just going to have to go with research. You know, that's the one that's going to help me for this.
Okay.
I got research and computers, so, you know, and I'm going to be using the computer.
Okay, so research is a focus, computers is a focus?
Yes.
All right. I need 3 more.
Just random anything?
Any sort of focus that you think could apply to what these crystals are used for.
Quantum mechanics.
Okay.
Chemistry. And archaeology.
Oh, gee, those are spelled terribly, but is that your final answer?
Yes.
No. None of these focuses apply.
Okay.
So
am I able to toss in any of my focuses?
You can toss in, and any player on the table can toss in any focuses as they think is applicable. This is a team effort.
Interstellar navigation.
Okay.
Astrophysics.
Image.
Okay. Interstellar nav. Sensor imaging. I heard one from Calder.
Astrophysics.
Okay. Oh goodness. Why? That is not how you spell astrophysics. Anyone else?
Subspace theory.
Troubleshooting.
Okay. I will accept that. Final answer?
That's all I got.
You want to throw any more focuses in the pot, or are we submitting this pot?
I guess just to make sure we cover all bases, xenobiology.
Okay.
Give me a sec. Let me skim through. Not yet. So what? Yeah, I'm good.
We've covered most of the ones out of the science division's books, so.
Okay. Final answer. Are we submitting this pot of focuses?
Yes.
Yes, one of these focuses is applicable. Now you get to pick one of the focuses and run with it, and you're just going to be doing reason science rolls. Computer can help with computer sciences, and you can activate Patterson to help, and you could possibly get another player in to help as well.
Right. Doctor, are you busy?
No, I can assist.
Okay. So, Ensign L is going to be leading this. Dr. Bog can head down to the science lab to help out. Do you want to activate Patterson?
How many crew support do we get altogether?
You get 4 crew support altogether. You've activated 2.
Yeah, I'll leave it to the captain to decide that.
Captain, do you wish to spend a crew support to help on this research project?
Do we need to? Could we not use?
Yeah, I mean, you could do it you could do it yourself. Just if you want to spend the crew support for an extra dice.
Player or NPC, doesn't matter to me.
Okay, well, I'm helping, so there's that.
Okay, Meldon.
I'll
Meldon
go
can
for
come down.
Patterson.
Okay, so we are rolling for Patterson. All right, so we have Patterson in on deck, and Meldon can come down. Lead roll is going to be EL. Everyone else can roll 1 dice. Which focus are we running with first?
You know, just to try to eliminate it first, xenobiology.
So we did have the correct one in this group, is what you're saying?
Yeah, one of them is the correct one.
I don't know. I kind of feel like it's supposed to keep track of stuff, right? So why don't we start with the most likely one?
Start with
Sensor
the most likely
imaging.
one?
Yeah, sensor imaging.
Yeah, because if we go with xenobiology and we go for several hours on that, that's time we've lost.
Okay.
So we should go in most likely to, top of the order down, descending to the least likely.
Okay. Yeah, we can do sensor imaging. My first thought would be subspace theory because we're dealing with dilithium crystals.
Okay. Yeah, whatever's most likely first is fine with, is just what makes the most sense.
All right, so which one are we doing first?
Sounds like we're about to do subspace theory.
Yeah, we'll do subspace theory.
Subspace theory. All right, and the name of the game is to get as many successes as possible. Each roll is gonna be 2 hours of your time.
Every roll?
Every roll is going to be 2 hours. You can spend a momentum after the roll to cut that time in half.
Okay.
But you do have 4 players. There's rolling this and the computer. So.
All right. As far as my focuses go, does research apply?
No, the focus has to be subspace. Subspace theory.
Oh, okay. Which I do have subspace theory as a focus.
So you can have a focus. Does anyone else have a focus in subspace theory?
Negative.
Okay, so no one else is gonna be rolling with focuses, but your dice still help.
All right.
Would you like to purchase any additional dice?
I previously succeeded in a task, so I get a bonus one already, or since we're doing science.
Yeah, you were
That's
doing
the
a
idea.
research. You were doing a research task, and you are testing theory in this. So yes, you get 1 free dice.
Okay. If it's many assists we're getting, plus, since we're using the computer, we get an assist from the ship as well, right?
Yep, the ship helps with computer science.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll my 3.
All right, you roll your 3 with a focus, and everyone else can roll their assistance.
Who's rolling for the ship? If not, I could roll for it. So, computer science.
Correct.
What's the complication range again?
Complication
system.
range is 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys are just brainstorming this and asking the computer questions and going through models and theories
Rolling
and
to help?
reason science. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just gonna take that complication as threat. You have not completed the task yet. Do you wish to continue, or do you wish to change tracks?
So that was 2 hours gone out of our 8-hour journey. Is that what we're saying?
Let's burn the momentum, make that the 1 hour.
Okay, 1 hour. You have 6 hours left.
Don't you mean 7 hours?
He spent the first hour or in the cargo bay looking at the crystals directly.
Oh no. Okay. Oh, okay. So let's.
All right, let's try the sensor imaging.
So we are switching tracks.
So I'm a little bit confused. Is there a way for us to complete it, or does it just like keep going
There's this.
until we decide to
You
switch
can
tracks?
you can keep going on a track until you exhaust it, or if you think, no, this feels like a dead end, you can switch it to another focus. You
let's
don't
try-
know if you don't know if you need more research on this or if you're pursuing a dead end.
Let's try one more go with
More go?
this track. And, yeah,
Alright.
one more go.
Give it one more go.
All right, one more go.
I'm going to actually go ahead. Use my use my determination. Remember the captain gave me one earlier,
Yep. So you have one left.
and I'm going to go with a theory for every situation.
That will definitely apply here. And you're using that for crit success.
Yes.
All right. So +2.
Yeah. So that is
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 + 5. I should know this. That's 11. And that was the correct track. It was a little harder to get, but you got 2 over my goal of 9. This is really niche application of this, but essentially these crystals vibrate when exposed, to certain subspace frequencies, and they can, if you can get a resonance and crystal, if you can get a resonant frequency in these crystals, they can vibrate violently, almost explosively. And the Bajoran fighters do have a certain device that sends out subspace frequencies at a very, very, very high rate, and you can tune it in specifically. They can use the brain jamming devices to detonate these.
Alright, so what's the next step?
The next step you have the information. What would you like to do with this? Are you gonna inform the captain? Are you gonna put these things under quarantine? Throw them out the airlock?
Can you explain them one more time?
Alright. So, the crystals vibrate at a certain frequency, and the Bajoran fighters that these guys have been messing with have a brain jamming device. When the Bajoran fighter uses the brain jamming device in a certain way, they can send a subspace signal to make these crystals explode.
Definitely makes it dangerous to have on board.
Yeah, not quite with the force to destroy a ship, but enough force of a grenade. But if you were to place that grenade in a very key location of the ship, you could destroy a ship.
Is there a place on board where we can set up a containment field?
Yeah, you can set it in the armory. It's designed to take explosives.
Question: don't we have a trunk full of these things, right?
Oh yeah, you do.
Can we seal off the science lab?
Is there any way to store them? Is there a way that we could store them that it would render, like, you wouldn't be able to send your subspace signal to them to make them explode? Is there any way to store them that we can accomplish that?
Ooh, I like that.
there's no lead line boxes.
I
in a
assume
container
subspace works a little bit differently, but generally that's the idea.
In theory, actually, especially with the design of the steam runner air class, if you were to place this box in the deflector dish area, that's set back and and down from the ship in between the nacelles, you could attune the nacelles in just a way to set up a interference pattern and dampen the field, making it impossible to remote trigger.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Well, that
I would
the-
still set
the-
up a containment field too.
Yeah.
The real question is, will doing that interfere with the functionality of the ship, or are we going to retain full functionality?
You would have to travel at a lower or warp velocity, but you would retain a full functionality.
Well,
Another way to do this would be to just place it in a level 10 and force field in the armory and just wrap that thing in lead, so if it does blow up, it's not gonna hurt anything.
I'll tap my comm badge and ask the captain if he's busy.
hey,
Captain.
we have some bombs on board. What do you
Captain,
wanna
you're
do?
woken up from a nice nap. You get in your bed, close your eyes, and then your comm badge beeps. You look over, it's like 2 hours later. Doesn't feel like you got any sleep.
Whatever you think is the most safe.
Well, the most safe would be to jettison them off the ship. That's the most safe. But then it might be difficult to retain them as evidence.
It would be difficult to learn more about them if we did that.
How many do you need that? Just keep like one or two of them, so at least the explosive isn't a box size, just a crystal size.
And where is it?
There is one other option.
Captain. And as this is happening, the bridge hails you.
Yes.
Captain, we have contacts coming in from the aft, closing fast. Looks to be a small shuttlecraft. They've been on a pursuit course from us ever since we left the Bajor system, and they've just accelerated it to intercept.
Boost us up, and I'll quickly calm the group and say, take out as many as you need from the boxes. And as soon as you do, dump them.
All right. You guys have your orders.
Well, I'm headed my little rump up to the bridge.
Probably a good place for you.
Yeah, I need to be in that pilot seat or something.
Well, I was waiting for the red alert to sound.
It's not quite a red alert unless the captain wants to call it.
Yellow alert. I think we could out chase him.
All right. Oh, that was the wrong one. Where is it?
Man, that is one loud yellow alert.
All hands yellow alert. All hands yellow alert.
I still can't hear it.
As you get an automatic situation report. That is not accurate. I forgot to change that to toy with the sheet.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Right precedence, so I'm going to the bridge.
Alright, ship status. Actually, wait. Do the big one.
Where's my seat on the bridge?
Pick a console. Oh, I didn't say the science. Yeah, for some reason it's not working on the side.
Yeah, I can hear the music. I just couldn't hear some of the, but it's very faint. I can't hear some of these other sounds you guys have talked about.
That's understandable, but still.
It is. Yeah, it is just glitching all over the place for me.
Yeah, roll 20 can be fickled.
Oh wait. I thought I turned all of my roll 20 stuff off there before. Let me turn that on. That's probably what.
Yeah, and I have 2 tabs playing, so I'm trying to get at least one of them to play. Oh, the GM's master volume overrides everything. Okay. Well, learning process. Enemy music for both sides. Oh, this is annoying.
Getting better.
I don't know that that's the issue, because I can turn my volume up and down still. And I heard your yellow alert sirens and stuff. Unless I'm misunderstanding what the issue is.
Oh, I think I know what's happening now.
Sometimes if a player's not hearing the sound, sometimes if you just do a refresh on your browser, sometimes that picks it up.
I think I recognize that's what happened. I refreshed my browser and it logged the Cambot out. Oh well. But we are at yellow alert, shields at max, power at max, all systems are ready to go. And you have a box of explosives and fighters coming in on your aft.
I thought we were at yellow alert, not red alert.
You're at yellow.
Yeah, because we have a box of potential explosives, so yeah, I'm ordering people, them to take out as many as we need, and then dump the rest.
All right. Who's taking care of that? Who's gonna be taking care of the box? And who's on the bridge?
Patterson's gonna take care of it.
All right. Sure. Patterson's gonna take the box. What do you want me to do with this, sir?
We need the red shirts to take care of the dangerous box.
But the red shirts are now the yellow shirts.
Oh.
And this guy's not even a red shirt. He's a blue shirt. But how many do you want to save, and exactly how do you want to dispose of them? Do you just want to blow it at an airlock, beam it into space, throw it in a plasma stream?
I was about to make another suggestion to the captain, but this situation came up.
Okay, let's hear it.
The other suggestion is we could put them all in a shuttlecraft and just tow the shuttlecraft.
I mean, that would risk us losing a shuttlecraft. So let's just let's take. Okay, how many?
Well, okay, wait. The other alternatives, they're all in a chest, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's throw the chest out the airlock, and we'll tow the chest with the tractor beam.
I mean,
And
my.
there'd be literally like 2 on board.
Quick question: I mean, we ought to be able to determine the explosive capacity of this based on what we know now. I mean, is it something that would be detrimental and would overload, say, a containment field that we would put up around it?
Why are we trying to keep them out of interest? What have I missed?
Evidence.
Evidence.
You can keep it in a level 10 and containment field, and it might contain it all. It's kind of a dice roll if it would contain all the damage. Otherwise, this isn't gonna like blow your ship apart, but it's definitely gonna destroy whatever section of the ship it's in.
I think we should take our chances with the containment field, to be honest.
Okay, if we could. Yes. Okay, if we do that, and if we could have L focus on jamming them so they can't do their ping.
All right. First things first. Smaldon. We're gonna do a control con roll. Oh, difficulty A3 to see if you can outrun these fighters and give you some space.
I will use a direct to help them.
Okay, so you're one director of the scene.
All right.
Well, no, never mind. Never mind.
Flight control systems as a focus.
Correct. And the ship will be helping with engines con.
I got the ship. You.
You got the ship, you said?
Oh, you already got it. You go for it.
Yeah, I've got it up here.
All right. Maldon, would you like to spend any threat or momentum for extra dice?
Yes.
What would you like to spend?
I'm momentum, and also I'm still not quite familiar with all the talents. I believe all fingers and thumbs applies to rerolls.
All fingers and thumbs gives you one extra bonus momentum at the end of this task. So
Okay.
you can use that after the task.
Augmented ability control.
That gives you one extra success.
Right off the bat.
Yep. If I'm reading that correctly.
Bold con.
If you spend a threat, you get a reroll.
Gotcha. And then untapped potential.
If you succeed at the task, ask you to roll a challenge dice, and then you get bonus momentum.
Okay.
So, would you like to spend a threat for bold? Probably your best bet there.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, that's. Do I have to spend that before, or can I spend that after I roll and see that it's
you have to spend it and it before in order to get the 3 dice.
Let's go ahead and spend the threat.
Okay, and roll 3 dice.
Okay, and I already have 1 success. So that's 3 in total.
That's three successes in total, and you do have 1 reroll with the bold, so you can reroll that 1 crit 0 and possibly get something better besides a crit.
Right. There we go. That's better.
All right.
I want to say something to the captain.
What is it?
So, as far as containment field, probably best for a security officer to do it. And as ironic as it is, probably better for an engineer to do signal jamming.
Okay, so 3.
Okay.
All right, so you got 2 extra momentum plus a bonus momentum, and from fingers and thumbs, and then go ahead and roll 1 challenge dice for untapped potential. That unfortunately, with untapped potential, if you get a chevron, I get a threat. But you do have 1 bonus momentum on the table from fingers and thumbs. Would you like to use that to gain any advantages?
What advantages can I get with that?
Anything related to your flight path or controlling the ship. Anything that you could do really cool to gain extra speed or gain some distance.
Ahead.
Full speed
Let's
ahead.
Get some distance between us.
All right, with that and 1 more, you gain some extra time before these fighters get in range.
Perfect. Give the old boys in red some time to deal with those crystals.
Yep.
It's actually yellow. I guess it's yellow shirts now are the ones that are going to be a problem.
Yeah.
All right. So Patterson is down in the science lab, kind of holding this chest of explosive crystals, going, "Okay, orders, Captain, help!"
I tell him the idea. What was the plan?
What?
Yes. All right. And we need to erect a level 10 containment field.
Okay, so I'm headed to the armory. Got it.
Yeah.
And he's gonna head to the armory with this box of explosives and get it set up for a level 10 and containment field.
I like the idea of explosives going in an armory.
It's honestly the best place for it.
With live ammunition?
It's designed to take live ammunition blowing up.
Yeah, don't worry. I don't think our porta torpedoes are there.
Your quantum torpedoes are not stored there. That's different part of the armory.
Yeah.
All right. For the do we want to do the jamming first, or do we want to do the containment field first?
Containment field.
All right, control engineering. I'm gonna control engineering difficulty 4. I'm spending 2 momentum to make it 4 to erect a really strong containment field on this thing.
Okay.
And it's also going to cost you 1 power.
Okay. Left is going to spend 1 threat and 2 momentum for 4 dice.
1 threat, 2 momentum, and the ship can help with engineering, structure engineering.
Okay.
And because Left has bold, he gets to reroll 1 of those 4 dice.
Correct. It's control engineering, not reason engineering. I'm assuming his control is higher.
Yep.
There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on difficulty 4. 2 momentum. As the containment field snaps on, and Patterson and walks away, hands in the air. Okay, Captain, secured. And Left gives him a thumbs up. All right. Next we are doing a jamming. And I'm gonna...
Yeah, I'm gonna use my dex for this. Because of the jam.
Yeah, I would. And the ship helps with communications. Communications engine. And science can help with reason science to get that frequency just right. So L, you can assist as well. Captain's assisting with presence command.
And who is going to be the initiator roller for this?
It could be a leaf again.
Perfect.
All right.
Left will spend one threat for a third dice.
Okay.
And let's actually throw on 2 momentum for fourth dice.
All right.
And this is control engineering, okay?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. As everyone pulls together, one more from the captain.
I just rolled. So okay, let's see. The bold was a legal, so the 0 is a 2, so that is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And
8 on a difficulty 5, so you gain 3 momentum. And no one hit the complication range. Darn it. As the jamming field goes through, the safe is tucked away in the most secure place of the ship, under a jamming field and under a containment field. And come on.
what?
He's trying to get a sound to play or something.
Yep. As slowly the fighters pull away from the ship as they're unable to catch up with you. Everyone on the bridge is sweating bullets. And Patterson is probably breathing heavy, leaning on the bulkhead down in armory. But we're good. Everything's good.
Okay, so I think we should. Okay, I'll look at L and say how many of those crystals do you think we'll need for evidence? Because I think we should just pull as many as we need, then just transport the rest out. Well, yeah, transport the rest out and destroy them.
It's up to you, Al, but off the top of your head, just one and would be sufficient, plus your scans, but you do you.
L,
your mic's muted if you're talking. Or did he BRB on me?
There we are.
There we go.
Question: the crystals. Didn't you say earlier that the type of dilithium they are used in transceivers?
Yes, as they're a key component of subspace radios.
Would it be possible to use one to increase the jamming signal?
You could. That would probably be an extended task for next episode, but that is definitely a something you can think of.
Okay.
You think it's viable? It's just going to take a while.
Are we currently outrunning them, or what's that?
They broke off, so yeah, we outran them.
You are currently outrunning them.
Okay.
I think I'll ask Maldon, our ETA.
Maldon?
Maldon.
Your ETA is 6 hours, or 47 minutes present speed. Actually, no, 5 hours.
And our present speed, we're 5 hours out.
While I was on mute, I was trying to say, we probably just need one, but hey, these could make good for, science research. I'm sure any number of Starfleet divisions would want it, or heck, even the Corps of Engineers might even want it.
I mean, well, didn't you figure out how to make the dilithium like this?
Say that again?
Didn't you figure out how to make the dilithium like this?
Well, lithium in general is almost impossible to make. It's a natural resource.
Well, I meant modified normal dilithium to make it into that.
Yeah, it's not a created thing. It's more of a found thing. This is rare but natural isotope of dilithium.
Exactly why, if our opportunity to save a little bit of it that could be used for Starfleet, we should save it.
If you could figure out a way so if they try the stunt they're going to this time impossible to do.
I think the containment field and the jamming signal should hold.
Well, I'm saying without us doing that mixed combination, so that way if we are ambushed out of warp, they won't have the job and actually do this. Because I feel like when
so
we
you want a contingency plan.
Yeah, I want to make sure that if they do to try to do this, it'll fail. I don't think it's safe to keep these here when we're going to a location which is probably their base. And there is also, on top of that possibility there is the chance that this is where these crystals are from.
Then there may be another option. Is there here? I'll look at can I do a sensor check?
Sure. What are you sensing for?
I want to see if there is a planet reasonably on our route. Likely uninhabited, but bare enough, has an atmosphere, has some dirt.
You want to find a place to bury the treasure chest?
Basically, yes.
Okay. Yeah, reason science difficulty easy. Reason science difficulty 0.
Wait. Why not just do the idea with the sensor dish? I feel like that's just the have our cake and eat it kind of idea.
Place the crystals near the sensor dish, near the deflector dish, so you could emit a strong subspace field to dampen it.
Yeah, didn't you say that'll only slightly slow us, but not by that much?
You already have that set up. You already have the best. You already have the best advantage of jamming their signal possible, and the best advantage of containing the blast. Unless you don't want this on their ship at all.
Well, so I'll tell the captain, hey, my thinking is we can bury it. We can keep like one on board. That way we're preserving plenty. And then you're worried about them exploding on the ship. If we keep one, that's very minimal, but we can make them think that we still have them all on board.
They don't know that we've even got them at all. So.
Oh, they don't?
Well,
Well, then why not just bury all of them and then go to the base, and then when we're ready to go back home to pick it up on the way back?
it's a bit of a detour to do that. So, yeah,
I don't think you've seen the map, have you?
Well, that's why I was going to do the sensor check to see if there was a planet conveniently on the way.
Jim, can you show us the sector map?
Yep, I can show you the sector map. Yeah, there's nothing along the way. Because as Bajor is like closest to Cardassia, the next closest is probably Prophet's Landing, but that's way out of the way.
Yeah, we'd be better off just.
Yeah, you're not gonna find like a full like M-class planet or even L-class, but you might find a rogue asteroid between here and there.
I feel like doing a rogue asteroid means because they don't follow in orbit. So if we mark it at a map and come back, it might not still be there. So we'd be better off just keeping.
But at the physics of where it's going is pretty well known. You can track for that.
Okay, wait. I will.
Plus, it's an asteroid running at sublight speed, so it's not going to wander that far, or in the span of a few days. At least not outside of sensor range.
I will just say this. If we are in another situation where we are being pursued by fighters, would we have to do the containment field and the jamming thing over again?
The containment field can be up and just stay up as long as you don't lose power. If your power drops to 0, then the containment field goes off. Along with other fun things like, life support.
The other option is we could put it in a probe and launch it to Prophet's Landing.
But the jamming signal, it is basically on at all times. You might need to tweak it a little bit, but that'll be a much lower difficulty roll than it was to initially set it up. You're talking difficulty 1 or 2 to tweak it to these specific fighters.
Okay, how long would it take to at least do the sensor, the deflected dish? Because I feel like that might be quick enough to, and not really affect our trip.
You could do you can tweak the sensor dish en route.
Yeah, I feel like tweaking the dish might be the best option.
Okay. It's your call, Captain. What's your call?
Modify the sensor dish.
Okay. So we're gonna set up tweaking the deflector dish as you slowly move the bomb crate is slowly moved from the armory across the saucer up a nacelle and to the deflector dish control. As you guys are flying towards an asteroid base, is to find out what the real plan is for all of this. And so then we shall see what happens.